How we doing, guys? It is August Young, DocSports.com. We're doing this NBA rundown here, March 17th. But I do want to change things up. So the way these rundowns have been going, I've been giving you guys some of my personal leans on the games. The issue is, it's hard to do that when I know I have premium selections available at Doc Sports, right? So I want to start giving you guys more actionable, valuable information that you can use to make your own bets, as well as know the information that comes my way, which I personally utilize to make my best bets. So the way we're going to do this moving forward, I've done something similar in the past, but I think you're all going to find this tremendously useful. I'm going to have a link down below in this description, right, which is going to be a link to a Google spreadsheet. In that spreadsheet, I'm going to log everything I say today on a play-by-play basis. We're covering every single game, every day. We're going to cover every NBA game, and I'm going to give you guys exactly where the sharp money is. I mean, this isn't just what you hear online, guys, you know, talking heads talking about where the sharp money is just because of line moves. I have access to very good information. I have access to winning accounts, pro sports bettors that feed me information, and I'm going to use that information to let you guys know what these guys are moving on, what I'm hearing, if anything, what may happen to the line. And you can then use that information, and anything that I say is like a sharp play or something that has been bet, I'm going to log that in the sheet, and we're going to track this thing from now through the playoffs. Now, hopefully this gains traction. I hope you guys continue to come back to these videos and watch them, because if these get viewed enough, we get the subscribers and we get the likes from this video, then I'll go ahead and also do the same thing throughout baseball season, which is coming up. So this is going to be something I'll do. Potentially I'll do it on every single sport, every single day, if this gets enough attention, guys. So share it around, come back each day, support the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Usually I'm not going to ramble this much when we get into these videos. Obviously, this is the first one. Usually we're going to jump right into it. The final thing, if you're new to this or you know me and you're not a client of Doc Sports, all of my best bets and my premium selections are available at Doc Sports. And if you look down below in the description, there is a free $60 account. Use that free $60, guys, to get my picks, any of the handicappers' picks at Doc Sports, absolutely free. You just click the link, no obligation, a free 60. Check it out. So here's how we're going to do this. We're going to work through the board. I'm going to dive right in here, giving you all the games for Monday, March 17th in time order, and let you know what's happening. So the first game, the Miami Heat at the New York Knicks, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You got Miami, they're getting a ton of support here as dogs in general from the public. There's been sharp accounts on the Knicks, though, at -6.5, but there has been some resistance on the Miami side, which I would caution against. The main move we will log for this one, though, has clearly been on the under at 211.5. There's lots of tickets on this game as well. It looks like it is going to be one of the sportsbook's biggest decisions of the night, if not the biggest decision. All right, moving on to the next game, the Indiana Pacers at the Minnesota Timberwolves, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Not much sharp action on either side here. Public action is split too for the most part. The handle is pretty even. The dollar amount is even. Pretty easy position for the books to profit on here. They're going to maneuver if needed as money comes in throughout the day. But there is sharp action on the total. And once again, that sharp action is on the under at 230.5. Moving on, Philadelphia 76ers at the Houston Rockets, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Nothing much here from sharp groups at all. Even action on the side from the public is pretty even. Should be an easy decision for the sportsbooks to collect off the VIG here if things stay the same. Not much to report right now, so we'll move on. Detroit Pistons at the New Orleans Pelicans, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Clear sharp action on Detroit here at -7, and also on the under at 234.5. Public are heavier on the Pistons as well, locking them into a bunch of moneyline parlays. You know the public love those parlays. Books would love an outright win here for New Orleans. They're pretty inundated with Detroit action. Going to log the Pistons at -7 and the under at 234.5. Moving on to the Chicago Bulls at the Utah Jazz, 9 p.m. Eastern time. There has been sharp action on everything here. The Bulls, the Jazz, the over, the under. There seems to be like no agreement here. So you name it, action all over the place. Line has been bouncing around, hard to gauge anything. Not much else to add. I can't log anything on this one. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies at the Sacramento Kings, 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's another very, very heavy bet game here. Will be an important one for the sports books. It's been nothing but sharp money on the Kings. from the open of -1 all the way up to the current market price. Public is ironically on Memphis, taking the dog side. Kings a solid option if you ask me, but be wary of the big price move and how much value is left at the current price. But it's a clear pros and the sports books versus the public in this one. And guys, we usually know who wins that battle, so keep that in mind. Now moving on to the Denver Nuggets at the Golden State Warriors, 10 p.m. Eastern time tip-off. Not much to report here. There was early money on Golden State from the Sharp Actions accounts. Later money is starting to show up on Denver that I'm seeing. Total has come down quite a bit as well, which doesn't indicate generally professional money or information, but I'm personally not seeing anything in the accounts that I'm looking at, so there'll be nothing to log for this one. The Toronto Raptors at the Phoenix Suns, 10 p.m. Eastern time. This total was hammered down by sharp groups. Under 234 was the starting point of that money, and it has come all the way down here to 227. Some small action on the Raptors at +9 as well, but the main action, as mentioned earlier, has been on the under. Public hammering the over, with the sportsbooks handle largely needing to be on the same side as the sharps in this one. So the professional bettors and the sportsbooks want the same thing. They want the under. We're going to side with that one, obviously, and we're going to log the under at 234. Now, the Washington Wizards at the Portland Trailblazers, 10 p.m. Blazers -4.5 was the main position from the sharp groups I'm looking at. There has been some late buyback as I've started looking into this the last half an hour or so that has come in on Washington, but that's likely, in my opinion, some middling action, first of all based on the bet sizes and taking some off the board if they were heavier on Portland. There has been some scalpers, known scalpers, taking the best prices off the board, maybe setting things up for Portland money late again, but there's not much to report on the total. Blazers is absolutely the sharp move. Gonna log the Portland Trailblazers at -4.5. Now the final game, the San Antonio Spurs at the Los Angeles Lakers, 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. Sharp moves have come in on San Antonio all day long here. This line opened at +11. We're at 8.5 now. The first money I've seen, though, is at +9, and it's nothing too big. I know it's sharp money just based on the movement. Obviously, lines don't move like that, but I can't source the accounts. I can't source where that money's coming from. All I can see is there's a little bit at the 9. We're down 8.5 here. Wouldn't be surprised, though, for Lakers money to start showing. Considering, as I mentioned, I cannot source the action here, I will leave this as a pass on the sheet and we won't log anything, but do know there is definitely something going on the San Antonio side. So yeah, guys, that is how the rundown's usually going to go. I'm not usually going to ramble this much prior and now, just giving you guys a taste of what you can expect, and hopefully you find value in this. Please comment your thoughts down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. The more views we get, the more likes we get, the more subscribers we get, I'm going to keep doing these videos. This is valuable information. Do not sleep on it, guys. Do not sleep on it. This is the best info you will likely find on YouTube. So I'm here to give it to you. Just keep watching the videos. I appreciate it. Anyway, premium best bets at Doc Sports. Going to be releasing my NBA soon. I do have a hockey play today. March Madness starts tomorrow. Cannot wait. I'm up over 60 units on the college basketball season. Free $60 in the link below. Get my March Madness package, guys. Appreciate you watching this. This is August Young. I'll see you at the betting window. Let's cash some tickets.